6-1, Mayotte and Silent Member 7-1, Hartstown 8-1, Goldspun is on 10s, Queen's Ride 12-1, Sandalay 14-1, Our Barrow Boy, Dumper, Shiny Copper and Skusby 20-1, so is Jim Brook and Noblissimo 25-1, 33-1 bar. Now the results of the...
And they're away. Stop It, Silent Member, Noblissimo. Noblissimo with his prominent white face, the far left of the picture. Farmer on the far right, not going a very good gallop in the early stages. Noblissimo, Stop It, Farmer, Goldspun, Loriot and Skusby, a little bit to choose between them. Queen's Ride almost up with them too as they come to the first flight. Stop It landed just in the lead there for Noblissimo and Goldspun, and Loriot and Skusby and Queen's Ride and Farmer and Crimson Embers and Shiny Copper and Baron Blakeney and Determined Angel and Jim Brook on the outside. Behind them McKelly, and then comes Shell Burst, Hearts Town. Our Barrow Boys next, followed by Kinsman and Sandalay. The back markers made. Swinging left-handed. Stop It in the lead from Noblissimo and Goldspun, Crimson Embers and Skusby and Loriot, Baron Blakeney and Jim Brook and Farmer on the inside, with Queen's Ride not far behind them. Coming to the second, Silent Member is next, followed by McKelly and Determined Angel and a Kinsman and Hartstown, Our Barrow Boy, Dumper, Mayotte and Sandalay. Stop It, still from Noblissimo, Goldspun, Crimson Embers, Skusby, Farmer, Baron Blakeney, right up there too with Loriot next, and then Shiny Copper and Queen's Ride. Over the third, Stop It from Noblissimo, then Goldspun and Crimson Embers and Farmer, then Skusby and Loriot, then Queen's Ride, Baron Blakeney the grey on the outside with Shiny Copper just up with him. Racing towards flight number 4 of the 13 flights in all. Stop It lands in the lead from Noblissimo and Crimson Embers and Goldspun and Skusby and Loriot and Baron Blakeney, and then Jim Brook, and just behind them Farmer. Then comes Shiny Copper and Shell Burst and a Kinsman and Queen's Ride. Then McKelly, Silent Member, Determined Angel. Behind Determined Angel is Our Barrow Boy with Mayotte and Dumper and Hartstown. And coming down to the fifth, Stop It from Noblissimo and Crimson Embers and Goldspun and Baron Blakeney, and Loriot and Farmer, and Jim Brook and a Kinsman and Shell Burst. All 21 still standing as they face up to the next flight. Number 6, Stop It from Noblissimo, Grey Baron Blakeney and Jim Brook and Goldspun and Loriot, Crimson Embers and Farmer, a Kinsman. So levelling up to the flight that'll be the last after another complete circuit, and number 7 this time, and Stop It in the lead from Noblissimo and Goldspun and Queen's Ride and Crimson Embers and Farmer, then Baron Blakeney and Loriot and Skusby, and behind them come Hartstown and McKelly and Shiny Copper and Jim Brook, and behind them comes Silent Member, and then a Kinsman. Behind a Kinsman is Sandalay, and then Shell Burst, Our Barrow Boy, Mayotte and Dumper. Stop It in the lead from Noblissimo, Crimson Embers on the inside of Goldspun, Baron Blakeney on the outside of Loriot. Behind them come Queen's Ride, then Skusby. Behind Skusby, Silent Member, Sandalay on the outside. Then Shell Burst and Shiny Copper, Dumper, Mayotte and Our Barrow Boy are the 3 back markers at the moment as Stop It goes down to the 8th in the lead from Crimson Embers, Noblissimo, Goldspun, Farmer, Queen's Ride, Skusby, Loriot, McKelly, who's improved a little, Shiny Copper, Hartstown on the inner, running down to the next flight. number 9 of the 13 in all. Stop It in the lead from Crimson Embers on the inside, but Noblissimo probably just shading him on the far side. Goldspun's next, and then Loriot, then the grey Baron Blakeney. Jimbrook is just in behind them with Queen's Ride. That was the 9th. Crimson Embers in the lead from Stop It, then Noblissimo, then Goldspun, then Baron Blakeney still getting closer. Just in behind them, Skewsby and Jimbrook and Loriot, and then Shiny Copper making progress. They've got 4 left to jump now, and still Crimson Embers in the lead from Noblissimo, Baron Blakeney, Goldspun, Loriot. Stop It is losing ground. A Kinsman is making ground. Shiny Copper and Jimbrook also only just in behind the leaders. Queen's Ride and Hartstown are making a bit of ground. But it's Crimson Embers, a winner here at the 1982 festival, in the lead. From in second place Noblissimo, then comes Goldspun, then Baron Blakeney, then a Kinsman, then Jimbrook, then Loriot, then Skewsby, then Silent Member, then Sandalay. Coming down to the third last flight now. Crimson Embers being pressed all the time by Goldspun, Noblissimo, a Kinsman and Baron Blakeney, and over that one Crimson Embers from a Kinsman, Goldspun. Mayotte is coming on the scene too, just in behind them. Jimbrook coming to the second last now. And it's a Kinsman over on the far side, lands just in the lead from Goldspun, and a faller there, Noblissimo, and it's a Kinsman now from Goldspun, Mayotte. Crimson Embers has weakened into fourth place. Jimbrook comes next, and then comes Sandalay and Baron Blakeney coming to the final flight now in the Waterford Crystal Stayers Hurdle, and as they come to the last, it's a Kinsman on the near side, Goldspun on the far side, between horses Mayotte, there's little between the three. A Kinsman lands in the lead from Goldspun, second, Mayotte third. Racing into the closing stages now, a Kinsman being pressed by Goldspun on the far side. Mayotte beginning to get up on the near side. It's a Kinsman from Mayotte and Goldspun as they race up towards the line. A Kinsman holding Mayotte and Goldspun as they come up towards the line. 25 yards to run. A Kinsman holding Mayotte and Goldspun, and at the line it's a Kinsman, Mayotte and Goldspun. Judge could call on a photo. I think a Kinsman has won it from Goldspun and Mayotte. Could be a photo, but I think we'll find that a Kinsman has just won it. The judge still to declare his verdict. Yes, he has called it. First, number 1, a Kinsman. Second, number 12, Mayotte. And third, number 23, Goldspun. This is the winner.